The five elements of color is how the second video started out. And you have to choose colors that complements each other. And I know for my personal opinion, and I know that, some of y'all have been on websites where the colors just don't complement each other, and you've seen like signs and you've seen stuff where you're like, wow, like that does not complement each other at all. And it makes it really difficult to read, and this website really taught me a lot about this RGB and the HEX. And the assigned number indicates the amount of each color of light, and that was really like surprising. I've never heard of that before. And I don't know, that was like surprising. I definitely learned that. That was something that I learned in that video. I never heard. And I had heard about shape can add color or text to it, and um if Facebook uses the three section divide, and texture is really does what makes an image appear to not look so flat, because just like you can like tease your hair and it won't look so flat, you can like texturize words and image and graphics on a website so your website won't look so flat. And um hierarchy often creates designer, and it communicates ideas to the viewer. And like, of course, like, like the least important thing is smaller than the bigger thing, which you're gonna want to like get put very important things big. And you're gonna want to have that balance, which distributes, like the space evenly. And symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radical balance is very helpful in designing a website, because you want your website to look balanced and to look complete. And putting these things together makes your website look better, and it looks more professional than just like throwing a whole bunch of colors that don't match, throwing like shapes and text and designs all over your website. Nobody is gonna want to like visit your website or buy the stuff on your website that you're selling if your website has stuff on there that doesn't go together, doesn't flow, doesn't match. I think that the second video was more informative on how to make your websites and how to make your shapes and how to make things look really, really good and really, really professional. And I personally think that the first video was just so informative and so good for me being like a communication major, and for me understanding how communication literally affects our day-to-day life and how everybody uses it, whether they're thinking about it deliberately or not. And our part B, or the third thing that I'm going to talk about, is the TED Talk. And I thought that the TED Talk was extremely informative and extremely good, because, not everybody learns in a classroom, on a board, writing down PowerPoints. And I feel like it's a good thing that kids that struggle with like dyslexia, like the man was saying in the video, or kids that just like cannot like comprehend that way, now have like apps and other ways of like learning, for older people, you know, playing games on a phone or doing all this stuff is not just for little kids. It can also be for older people and stuff. And I feel like it's good that, you know, that they're having this now available. I feel like it's going to help people to stay in school longer and to get bachelor degrees and to further their education, because it's not just sitting in a classroom learning off of a PowerPoint. It can You can learn other ways how to do things and how to you know, get an education and a degree without feeling stupid and helpless in a classroom. Because just because somebody doesn't know how to learn off a PowerPoint or doesn't like learn off of reading a book and writing notes does not mean they're stupid. And I feel like using apps like the guy was talking about in TED Talk will help people and encourage people to further their education and stay in school longer, because all of this stuff is available now.